So I'm here making my fish food. First, let's start out by adding all these different dry parts. I obviously crush them up, measure each one, put it in there, crush it up, and kind of we get by that. Then I mix a variety of frozen fish food, frozen seafood. This little grinder thing here. I get about 2 cups, obviously different fish, shrimp, squid. So you can see it's about 2 cups of shredded seafood, fresh frozen seafood. What I'll do is I'll mix all those ingredients into here. Here I've added Vitacam, Silicon, and garlic guard. And add a few cubes of frozen brine shrimp, which I throw in there just to get rid of it. So anyways, now I will mix all 3 of those together and then freeze them in little cubes. Then I first add all the frozen, and I mix it with the liquid silicon, Vitacam, garlic guard, get it fairly homogeneous. And afterwards I'll add in all the dry goods. This is a shredded frozen seafood. Which obviously here in Costa Rica we have a good supply of. Just getting it at the supermarkets. Good. So now, let's see here, try and mix this up now so nice and homogeneous. Pretty homogeneous now, so what I do is adding some in parts and start mixing it. Fish, I've been using this for a homemade recipe that came up a couple of years ago, maybe for a couple of years on the fish. I absolutely love it, it has great coloration. And again, my fish, I don't have just pseudochromids and not many fish, but not like I'd have tangs or surgeons or the other things that are so popular, but I'm very specific on the types of small fish I like. Small predatory planktonivores. mixing this here, and we'll look at it again when I start putting in the cubes. So here I've got it all mixed. All the dry ingredients, the frozen fish food, and the liquid ingredients. Nice and well mixed, nice and homogeneous. Forms kind of a thicker consistency. So what I'm going to do is I've got these little trays, and each one of these is about 1 cubic centimeter. And I guess they're made for freezing shredded garlic. I found them at a local store here in hardware store here in Costa Rica in San Jose. And they work really good. There's 18 individual cubes in each of these trays, so you know, if my fish just lasts probably a few months, 2-3 months. I basically feed through 1 cube a day. So now I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to do it with 2 hands because I guess I can try and do 1 at least here. So I grab little chunks of this. You can see the consistency there. And I just kind of put it down in there. Get it flush to the top. Probably got a little more than I needed there, but I'll see. A little more than I needed, but basically like that. I just go through them all and stick them in the freezer, and every morning I pop one out, let it thaw out, and that's the food for the day for my fish. So let me fill these up, then I'll show you again what what it looks like, and then we'll freeze them. So here I've finished putting all the food into it where it's going to be frozen. Actually, looking at each of the cubes, definitely more than a cubic centimeter, probably 1.5 to 2 cubic centimeters. And obviously, when you make the food out, sometimes there's more than you need. So what I do is I put it in these little thin, small baggies. And real thin, maybe 3 or 4 millimeters thick. Well, probably maybe a little thicker, 4 or 5 millimeters. And it's easy just to break off little chunks and thaw that out. And so now I'll put all these in the freezer, and they'll be ready for feeding my fish for the next hopefully 2 to 3 months.